Welcome, Pat. Welcome, JB.
Good morning. So great to be here with you, Trae.
Yeah, right there at the top so we can hear you. There you go. There you go.
Good morning.
No, you know what? I'm so glad that you guys were able to make it happen today and come with, with busy schedules and all that. This is really exciting to know that there's another Black-owned hair and beauty supply store. I want to give you guys a moment to kind of introduce yourselves.
Okay. Well, first, can we give you a gift? We're so grateful that you invited us on here. We're thrilled with the work you do in the community. You're always finding a way to do more. So we're grateful for being here, and we're grateful. And it's a little thank you.
Ooh.
And we like for you to look and see which one of these you appreciate the most.
Look at that. I got options, y'all.
You got options. Those are made by LaShawn Williamson. She's a wonderful designer. She custom designs jewelry with her hands, and she puts so much love and caring into it. We know that this is something we want you to take home and to enjoy and to wear and to appreciate. So thank you. It's just a
Yeah, this is the one. Because I have you guys can't see this, but I'm gonna try to take it out of this bag. This is so beautiful. Both of them are so pretty.
That is rose quartz.
Oh yes.
And it's very, very special.
Wow.
And we'll talk more about that later because it's so special. So thank you for
well,
all you do.
thank you so much for this gift, you guys. I appreciate it. Seriously.
You're welcome.
Wholeheartedly.
Well,
oh my goodness. We'll tell the folks about Legacy Hair and Beauty Supply. What got y'all started?
Okay. Well, do you want to answer that question first?
Sure. So it started. I previously owned a beauty salon inside of a beauty supply, and I saw how our community was treated. I personally didn't like it, and it's like I constantly heard people say, "Man, I wish I could go to someone that looks like us to get our supplies." So that motivated me to start my search on how to get it and the research and everything like that. I not too long ago actually got the opportunity. So once I did, I did that. I took my beauty salon out of the supply, and that was birth. My mother said that this was one of her dreams, and she's a great businesswoman, great with financials, everything like that. So I thought, let's do it together because, nothing better than working with your mama. You know what I mean?
Aww.
So
I love that. You know what? And honestly, we need to see more of that. There's this huge moniker that I think we have to really push against in terms of you can't do business with family. Y'all are showcasing that's not the case. And honestly, I think when you move in an essence of love, you can really do anything when it comes to family. And so great story, JB, about, already having a store and be like, you know what? Yeah, we can do this on our own. I think what you said, there's so many people out there that have felt that sentiment in terms of being in a business and feeling unwelcome. And it's not, it's not something that we need to endure all the time, especially when we think about, other cultures that dominate in certain industries. And we already know when it comes to beauty supplies and hair, we already know where it goes. So I think it's really important that you guys are really breaking the mold here. Pat, when JB, brought this to you, tell us about some of your first reaction to this and saying, how you guys will be able to do business together. And as he said, you'd be able to, kind of achieve one of your dreams.
Exactly. Well, I have a background that's varied. I've been in business for myself for 20 years. So I've always wanted to be self-employed. So this was one of my dreams. I've been reading and learning about the industry, and I realized that African Americans spend 9 times more in that industry than other ethnic groups. And I've been educating myself about how to create generational wealth, how to create wealth in our community. And I was just getting more and more upset. And I said, what can I do? And then I went back to when I was a child, and my mother and father, my parents taught me to love God, family, and community. And I said, well, what can I do for the community? Not just for us, but for the community. So when my son brought me this idea, I said, this is fortuitous. This is really a great opportunity for us because we can do something for the community. What we can do is we can keep money in our community because money leaves our community within
3 to 6 hours.
Yeah. And I just can't take that. I can't take that anymore. I'm a doer. And when there's something to be done, I don't want to talk about it. I'm tired of talking. It's time for us as a people to do it. So we decided to do this. And we can be one small part of creating more businesses in our community. What I want to do by our example is show people in our community that you can create a business. Don't be afraid. Take it one step at a time. There's people there to help you. There's a lot of love and caring. And also, I have a nonprofit called Pearl Legacy, and I thought this would be a good way to connect nonprofit work with business, because our goal is to bring our youth into our shop as we grow in our success. We're not there yet, where we can show them that there's a way to have a business. Just don't think about jobs. Think about having your own business. Think about the next generation and the next generation and creating wealth. So we want our youth in our shop so they can learn about business and they can have hope and know that they can have a business, a strong and thriving business of whatever type.
This model is so important to me in terms of, having a business, but opening it up for youth to really benefit from the business acumen that you are gaining, right? That for me is really key when we think about how we infuse information and get younger generations engaged and involved in their communities. Because as we know, small businesses really are the backbone of our financial system here in America. And so I've learned so much and read so many articles on the growth of Black women-owned businesses during COVID, right? And even right now, something I want to share with you all is that Zen Business right now until the end of October, so we got a few more days or whatever, but Zen Business right now is doing an LLC creation for free for any mothers throughout America. So it's a huge, huge deal where it's like they recognize that women, particularly mothers, were like, we have to take something into our own hands. So I love this that you said, look, what better business partner could I have than my mother? And, that you guys are really showcasing it together. Jabari, tell me a bit about for you this impact of, you already being a business owner, your mom being a business owner, and now you're saying we're doing it together, but we now have a location. When you first opened the doors on your beauty supply, tell us a bit about what that meant to you.
What it meant to me, well, is a, I can say something like it was a dawn of a new day. Very exciting. The future is bright. Something that I've learned in my experience and through watching others is that the way to wealth isn't necessarily through providing service; it's through products. Because you can't necessarily exchange your time for money and expect to gain real wealth. So now we have products. So it's like I'm just like, I always wanted to be able to like do things like get my mama a house or whatever, things like that. So it's like my chance to really make a difference in, like she said, my lives, but also community lives. Examples that is like how we're trying to invite other businesses, Black owned businesses. We have the lady that does those. We just recently started an agreement with, what is the lady's name? That's
Sally of Beyond the Curls.
Sally of Beyond the Curl. So we're inviting other Black businesses to use our business as a Black platform, to get their products moving a little bit better. So that's what it meant to me, is like I get an opportunity to really make a difference in a lot of other people's lives.
Yeah, that right there, I think, is the proliferation of business. And I'm seeing this, you know what? I just feel like we are in a new renaissance or something, right? In terms of us giving to each other in a way that is, goes back to how we started our own towns. And I always think about the roaring towns of the 20s, all of the Black Wall Streets all across America that really showcase that Black people we gave into each other, right? We built trust, we built community, we built relationships. And, I see it in the art world often, right? I think about the Link Project, which is like, hey, look, we're going to open these doors, but it's for a lot of other artists and people to bring their products in. I think about so many different spaces like Inside and others that have really utilized this model of, we're going to have a space, but our space is here so that people can launch their products, they can launch their services, they can be a part of this in a way that really builds a collective model. This is really intriguing to me because you don't see a lot of this in the beauty supply industry, right? Beauty and hair supply. You don't. Right. Oftentimes what we see is we get a lot of products shipped over from different parts of the country or outside of the country, a lot of brand names that people have been used to. But I'm starting to really see a rise of us creating our own hair care line, skin care line, those kind of things. Pat, when you think about how you want to grow this, you were talking about the youth. Tell us a bit about what you see in terms of adding more and more products to what you guys are offering.
What we aspire to do, our main goal is to offer products that the community wants, and also to educate the community about the products they're using. Because what we find is that a lot of us are using products and we really don't know what's in them or how to use them or what's best for us. Everybody's a little different. And as Jabari mentioned, we have a new product line called Beyond the Curls, founded by a young African American woman. We are very excited about because it's all natural, chemical free. So we'll be introducing that to people. And now we're developing a marketing plan to figure out how to do that. But that's very, very exciting. So when people come in the door, I want to share that product line with them as well as all our products. And then it's their choice. But education is number one, and it's very important. And also, we want to invite people to come into our community and just talk to us and tell us what they're looking for. Tell us how we can support them. We're not a regular beauty supply. Hair and beauty supply, because we feel we have a role in the community. We're not just there to take money. We're there to take feedback, input, and to encourage others to whatever their dream is. If they have a dream of starting a business, well, what can we do to help you? If they have a dream of creating their own hair care line or facial care line, how can we help you? If they're looking for a way to educate their child and the public schools are failing them, how can we help you? Maybe we can be a resource and refer them to people. We don't have all the answers, but we have a few. And so that's just it. We just feel there's a strong connection with our community because that's how my parents raised me, and that's how I've raised my I raised my four sons to always remember family and community, and to never step away from your community. No matter how successful you get, no matter where you travel, always remember you're part of a family and you're part of a community. So that's what we're doing.
I absolutely adore this. And thank you so much for raising your sons to be that. We need more parents infusing that messaging. I was just having a conversation with my 16-year-old. He'll be 17 in December. My gosh, it goes so quick. I was just telling him that when he is out, he's representing us as a unit, a family unit. And so much of this, because, we live in Federal Way, it's not a lot of community necessarily. So we have to be intentional about the community that we're building, the people that you bring into your circle of influence, right? And I was just sharing that with him. I said, it's beyond you or your friends or whatever. It's about, this collective as a whole. And when you think about that, like you said, no matter how successful you get, you got to understand that this is that kind of birthing place that helped you get there. There was people that you connected with that got you there. So I love that you have infused that into your sons. But I also got to say too, one of the things that I really appreciate about what you all are doing is you are opening up your doors to be a gathering space, right? You're saying, come, give us feedback, talk to us, stop by, tell us what you need, let us see how we can help you. All of those things for me are like what make Black businesses so unique, because it's not just, oh, I'm going to go there to get my, beauty supply products. I'm also going to be able to build relationship with you all. I'm going to maybe talk to others who are there getting products and services. I'm going to check in with folks. I'm going to, really embed myself in the place, and I'm going to feel welcome to do so. That for me is where we start to see, like what we always say, what we've had in community before that got kind of gentrified, is that we had community hubs. We had spaces where people could build relationships and have good conversations. We know the barbershop and the beauty salons are always places for that. So I love knowing that you all are continuing in that. I got to give you guys time right now to make sure you look at the camera. How can folks do that? How can they be connected to what you all are doing? Where do they come and actually partake in being a patron of all of the amazing products you guys have? How do people tap in with Legacy Hair and Beauty Supply?
Thank you. Great question that we're happy to answer. We're on Rainier Avenue South. We're at 5719 Rainier Avenue South. And Orcas is on the north, and Mead is on the south. Our Instagram, you can find us at Legacy Hair BS. And on Facebook, Legacy Hair and Beauty Supply. Our phone number is 425-780-5443. That's the best way to find us. You have anything to add? Those are the best ways. Sorry.
Same information, but to add on to that, I own a beauty salon, a barbershop and salon on Rainier and Orcas. The phone number to reach me at is 465-3754. And yeah, all are welcome. I'm really trying to get more connected with the community and support like different candidates. I'm really trying to level up. So it's amazing. Recently, I've been contacted with different candidates and things like that. So, but contact me at that number, 206-465-3754. In any way I can help, I will.
Oh man, you guys, it is such a pleasure to have y'all join me today. Thank you for taking time to be here on the day with Trae. And thank you again for this amazing gift. I'm going to cherish it. I
Thank you.
understand the power of rose quartz. So thank you.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate
Oh,
that.
wow.
And I will say this, this is also a space for y'all as well. The day with Trae is really about uplifting the brilliance in our community and getting people engaged and informed and to be inspired. You guys have definitely provided inspiration for me today. So as you have new products or new events coming on, please feel free to reach out to me, let me know so we can help to share that. Okay. Because that's going to be, it's going to be a proper exchange. And we're just beginning this relationship. It's not the end.
I'm so excited. Thank you, Trae.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I just want to compliment you on this studio and what you're accomplishing, the connections that you are building. Like I got my homie Dre's at the beginning of the show, the connections to Black Dot. It's beautiful. It's like a really beautiful tree that's sprouting out of Seattle, and I love it.
Oh, JB, thank you so much. That means a lot. I'm glad that what we're doing here is really having an impact in community. That's the whole goal for me. Thank you both.
Definitely. Thank you.
Absolutely. Wow.